Good evening everyone, Luke here for another Kynseed video, and our final Kynseed video of this little series that I've been doing for Kynseed closed beta. So yes, mandatory, expect grade A certified bugs, exclusive access to never before seen game crashes, AI that makes you question what the I really stands for, and a brand new world to explore, complete with beautiful music and the quirky inhabitants which we have already met. But yes, this is an extremely beautiful game, so let us jump back into the wonderful world of Kynseed for one last time. Pixcan Studios, yay! Yeah, I've been having so much fun playing this game, and oh no, I've lost Jeffrey, haven't I? Yeah, sadly Jeffrey's not joining us for this last video, but in some way I'm glad, because it would have been too sad to say goodbye. But yeah, let us continue with just a little bit of a whistle stop tour around this beautiful game, so that we can fully review how this closed beta has gone. Because, to be honest, apart from one or two little glitches, like with Jeffrey getting stuck, and you saw there was a little overlay thing just a little bit earlier, which went over my sprite. Apart from those two things, I haven't really seen any glitches or bugs or anything. It's a really solid game. Let's go on to... No, I don't want to sleep. Let's go on to the books. The books are so well written. That is one thing that is extremely strong about Kynseed, even in this early state. Its books are amazing, and I love reading them. Let's take this as an example. Paganism, a Great Sacrifice, by S. Isle. In Quillian custom, offerings are a way of life. Each of our beloved goddesses have their own preferences. Druida, goddess of orchids, love the sweet fruit that grow on trees and despises the taste of flesh. Once a year, a great offering must be made. On the first goddess day of each year in spring, a living sacrifice must be made per family at the appointed place. For the people of the Vale, this offering is given on the festival green by placing the sacrifice inside the Wiki Man. The greater the sacrifice, the greater the reward. Small animals are fine, but their acceptability is limited. A family member is considered the greatest honour and surely ensures a year of good favour. So, just like that little bit of humour buried in that world building, it's beautiful. And yes, it's what Fable is quite well known for. But I'm glad that the Fable developers, the people working on this game, they brought that humour over and they've kept it, and they're keeping it alive, and it's beautiful to see. All the characters are really well animated. I mean, we've got God Rays in a pixel game, and I love God Rays, and I love pixel games, so that's amazing as well. Fruit grows back, it can rot, time progresses. It's... I love this game. It's a great game. And I don't know how to properly do it justice, because even though it's not been fully released, this is something that I would happily pay for, even in this early state. And yeah, we've supported it on Kickstarter and stuff, but if this was released now on Steam, I would buy it. It is so much better than a lot of games that are asking for full price, $39.99. And they just don't deliver on the promises that they make. This game, it admits straight up that in its early access closed beta state that there's going to be problems. Not a lot of games would do that. And the games that do that, they sometimes have issues that do make them unplayable past a certain point. But with this week, with this wonderful week of Kynseed in game time, yeah, it's delivered on the promise and so much more. It's wonderful. I mean, that marketplace I was trying to find, I think it was like 3 days ago now. I accidentally stumbled across it just by commentating and moving from place to place. It's great. Let's pick up another proverb as we continue to be a librarian. Night berries only appear after 9 bells ring. So clear. So that would be night berries only appear after 9 o'clock. That would be. So yeah, 1 brass equals 1 carrot seed. Oh, we did need to pick up some carrots, didn't we? So let's do that. Let's actually fulfill a task for today and buy some carrot seeds. Stick not included. Just gonna keep buying seeds so that even though we're not really going back to Father on this final day, we can actually fulfill a task. Because yes, like I don't know what to say. It's which pig would you put money on? I'm not betting any money on pigs. Thank you. There's just so much in this game. A game that's not even been released yet, and it's got so much more gameplay and beauty than loads of games have that have been released and have had updates and patches. And this is how Kickstarter is done well. This is a good example of how Kickstarter is done well. It goes on a concept, it builds on that concept, and it delivers what it promises. And even in an early access state, it continues to deliver what it promises. And that's how you do Kickstarter well. These developers know how to do a good Kickstarter. Proverb 11. Beans of magic grow so tall, by strange statures below rock wall. I mean, I'm just going to keep geeking out about this because that music and the graphics and everything is wonderful, and I know I've been saying this over the last several weeks. It's little things like that, like you've got that little butterfly, like that is not necessary, but adding that little bit of movement to the screen, it adds life to the world. We've got this little rotating tree charm. This is where I remember losing Jeffrey, and then we were able to rescue him. He's probably waiting at home with my sister and father, just drinking a nice little pail of milk, which is nice to think about that he's now having a nice relax. But yeah, this is a beautiful game and a wonderful game. And I don't know what else to say. Right. It's just pleasant. Nightberry bushes grow in patches of flowers, white as snow. So yes, as it gets to the late afternoon, let us take a look back at some of the best moments that we have experienced in the wonderful world of Kynseed. Wake up! Okay, I'm getting up. I'm moving around. Okay, so first impression, jump straight in. That is indeed a beautiful art style. That is... Yay! I got some water. I can feel the... I figured it out after a day and a half how to actually use a bucket. Yeah! Pete, name... what's your name? His name is Ichabod Moon. That's a good name. What's your name? John Bowes. That's a good name. I want to find out your name, good sir. Your name is Lemmy Sip. That's a good name. Oh my god, I'm riding a pig! This is the best game ever! So yes, after remembering all of our adventures in this beautiful world, it comes to the end of the video, and to the end of the Kynseed closed beta series. I have had an amazing time bringing this game from us to you, and I would like to thank the developers so much for allowing this game out in closed beta, because yes, it takes a lot of courage to release something that you know it could potentially have problems, and people are going to stream and show on YouTube and potentially show off a few of those problems, but you have certainly nothing to worry about. This is a wonderful game. I've just collapsed from all of the wonder that I have experienced. And yes, thank you so much for bringing out such a wonderful game that even in a closed beta state is so much better than many games that I have seen on Steam and played just throughout my lifetime, to be honest. This is one of the better games that I've ever experienced. Just with the world building that's been happening on in the background, the fact that you can adopt a kitten. Jeffrey, my kitten. Oh, it's great. I'm going to be recommending this heavily when it comes out. When it eventually comes out. I'm probably doing a showcase Saturday on it as well. But yeah, I barely scratched the surface. If you go into the description below, I'll put a link to both the Steam page and the Kickstarter page for Kynseed, and I'd definitely recommend giving it a look. If you enjoyed the gameplay in these videos and this is your sort of thing, I would also heavily recommend backing the developers on Kickstarter and getting access to the closed beta yourself also, because I have had a lot of fun with it. But yes, sadly it comes to the end of the video and to the end of the series as a whole. If you would like to see more of Kynseed, leave a comment in the description below. Sadly it comes to that shield part of the video. If you enjoyed this week's Kynseed video, leave a like, comment and subscribe. If not, that's perfectly fine as well. Those sorts of things can just go and be left behind like so many bad games that are in early access. Unlike this game, which is a piece of utter beautiful art. And on that, I will leave you there. I hope you have a wonderful evening. Good night.